All right, everybody. Welcome to the very first episode of Bros Park we got going on here.
Yes.
We're chilling here in, beautiful Bros Park, and we're happy that you can join us. I'm Colin.
Yeah, and my name's Jeffrey, and I'm not gonna lie, this took a while to set up.
It did take a long time to set up.
Weeks, maybe months.
It was definitely a work in progress for probably, I would say 6 months, something like that.
Something like that. Recently I just cut myself. I'm not too sure if you can see on the camera or anything, but cut myself. We were doing some sawing action,
Some steel wires.
steel wires and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I butchered my toe. When we were building the framework for what's going on here, we had some extra frame sticking out from the doorway, and I just ended up eating it as we took the grass into this room, and it was not pretty.
Okay, we have grass right here on the ground, and while we were carrying it upstairs, to the studio right here, I'm not going to lie, I saw a hero play because I was near the back, Colin was in the front, carrying it. You know what he did? I saw we have cameras, we have lighting. Hopefully it looks good. Does it look good?
Hopefully. Yeah.
We had it all set up right there, and he was falling, and in the midst of falling, we're carrying this 100-pound grass on our shoulders.
Grass, yeah.
He bobbles it from each hand, bobbles it. And as he's falling, and while he falls, he throws it off to the side, saving our, equipment, $100 worth of equipment or something.
$100.
tens of dollars, $100 of equipment. And while he's falling, he just eats it. Back of the head hits the ground, and all of a sudden, after all that, his toe gets a bruise.
Yeah, it was bruised up. The doctor was like, "Oh my God, it's definitely broken." They checked it, no breaks, thankfully. But I mean, it was lucky enough that also we're here where we have free healthcare.
True. Thankfully, healthcare may be slow sometimes, but it is free. And I'm not gonna lie, after he got it checked out, he sent me a freaking picture of his toe, and it was disgusting. And for some reason, of all the things, when you stub your toe, you get a bruise at the tip.
Yeah.
His bruise is in the crease, in the middle. I don't know how that happened.
It was between the big toe and the second toe, and it was just this weird. It was almost like wine stained purple.
Yeah, it was because I was sitting at my desk at work. I work at an office job, I love working my 9-to-5 job,
Yeah.
and I just see it. I'm like, wow, I really wish I'd never opened up my phone today. I was
in the middle of the office.
yeah, I was I was with a client, and I was I looked at my phone. I'm like, oh, and the client was I had this I was smiling and cheerful, and then afterwards I'm grimacing. I'm like, what the hell? What did I just look at?
You can't look in their face anymore. You're just oh my God.
He's and the guy's oh, what happened? I'm I can't just say yeah, I just got a foot pick. I got a toe pick, and it's completely bruised up. It was disgusting to look at.
You know what? I think you should have showed your client.
Yeah.
And that would have sealed the deal.
He's I'm a big connoisseur of feet.
Yeah, he's
Thank
Can
you.
Send that to me? You got the link here, dude?
Case closed. Deal finished.
Well, hopefully everybody here loves what we do, and then your 9-to-5 goes out the window. Then it won't matter anymore.
Love it. Maybe that's the goal for the future.
And then Feet Picks can be opened here, and we can show our clients.
True.
And be happily in tune with them.
Our listeners and viewers and our clients.
Yeah.
And as you can tell, we are wearing shoes.
We are wearing shoes because we're at the park.
Exactly. And also, if we ever do open up an OnlyFans, we'll maybe film an episode. No shoes.
Yeah.
Maybe no socks.
Yeah. The Patreon will be no shoes. The OnlyFans will be no socks as well.
Ooh. Okay. Only feets.
Yeah, please rate us. We are on Feet Finder.
Yeah.
Please look up Bros Park. You'll get a good bunch of clips.
Oh my God. OnlyFans, our name would be Bros Feet. Bros Foot? Bros Feet?
Bros.
I think Bros
Feet.
Feet.
Probably. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I do have nice feet. I also have nice hands too.
You've told me this before, and I still, to this day, one, don't want to check if you're telling the truth, and two, don't care if you are. Stop telling me that you have good feet.
Okay. The reason why I believe I have nice hands
Mm-hmm.
is that I'm Asian. I grew up with Asian household, Asian aunties and everything,
Yeah.
and piano, instruments, all that jazz. All the Asian moms and aunties like, oh, you have such nice long slender fingers. You can play piano. Never played piano like day in my life.
No, you played the clarinet.
Played the
If
clarinet
you even
in
want to
band
call
class.
it playing the clarinet.
I hate the clarinet. Hated the clarinet. But also one time when in university, I was studying with a buddy, right? And we're just like at my place, just like hitting the books and everything. He's like, "Yo, dude, you got nice hands." I'm like, "What the hell? Like, what? Excuse me?"
Just dudes being dudes.
And also, like I wasn't wearing socks. He's like, "You have really nice, long, slender toes." I'm like, initially I was like, "Thanks, man. Like, I appreciate that."
It's
Like,
a compliment. Like, great. Yeah.
yeah. So now I looked at them like, they're not bad. They're not bad. I give it a good, out of 10, I give it a good 12.
That was your confidence booster you needed.
Exactly, man.
Okay.
Yeah. So I gotta bring it up every single time.
Well, we are talking a lot about the whole bros park and everything like that. We are stepbrothers in real life as well, not just for content.
True.
That being said, we did talk about leaning into being stepbrothers for specific types of content, and I did veto that because at a family gathering, this guy comes up to me and he's like, "Man, have you checked like the hub recently?" And I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "There's so much step sibling content. It's everywhere."
It's true, man.
And I said, "Okay, what does that have? I don't like where this is leading." And he says, "We could do it for real. Think about it." I'm like, "What are you talking about? We're here with like grandma and grandpa. We got like family members."
At like a Christmas dinner, I'm like, "Yo, dude,
Yeah, he's like,
I
"We
got a
could
business
make
idea."
bank." And I'm like, "No, we're not doing that."
Because the thing is, if you partake in that content or if you partake in those video watching, it's all fake. It's all fake. But we're stepbrothers. We have that authenticity and that validity.
I don't want to know why you thought of that in the first place. If it was for anything other than money, and then that begs the question as to what you would do for $20.
I would do a lot for $20.
$20 is $20.
$20 every now and then, it adds up. When
That's
you really
true.
Think about it.
That's true. It does.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, man, it's an option. Because like one of our names that we thought of initially was like Bros Entertainment,
Yep.
which is like that really sounds like production-y
Yes, very, very much.
in a very sus way.
Yeah, in a not monetized on YouTube and Spotify way.
Like I feel like that type of name would do well on other sites.
Yeah. It would have the tick mark on other sites, but not necessarily the ones we want to be on.
For now.
For now. We'll see if
For
things get rough and we really hate the 9 to 5.
Things get rough. Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
God. When times are tough, when things are rough.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep. Things got to get down.
Things got to go down to the cuff. And
Don't mind him.
and weird stuff
He
happens.
is ESL.
What? What? Dude, I'm like hitting rhymes and bars in the middle of our first episode.
I grew up with a speech impediment, so whenever people just rhyme in front of me, I just like remember back to like speech classes and have flashbacks to like how now brown cow and like just rhyming schemes that would help me get my vowels. and
Oh,
stuff like
really?
that.
That's how now brown cow.
Yeah. It's also just fun to say,
Yeah.
but it is what it is.
Okay. I was like thinking of words that are really hard to say. Like, because I was driving one day, I was like, thinking like about this podcast and like, do we want our real names? So then I thought of the word like anonymity, like anonymous, anonymity. That's such a hard
Anonymity.
word to say.
It's
Like,
like see an enemy.
see an enemy. Oh, okay, that's good.
Yeah.
I remember one time, like my buddy, he just said this one word that I could not say, and I spent a whole week practicing it because he was clowning me the whole time. You know what the word is?
What?
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
I got
Get ready for it.
Yeah. Now if I butcher it, it's just awful.
Mhm.
Indubitably.
Indubitably.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like if you guys try and say that word, because no one says that word out loud. If you try and say it for the first time, it's so hard.
I quite often, when people say things that are just stupid, I'm just like, yes, quite, indubitably.
Yes.
So I often say indubitably.
Yes, I concur.
Yes, like, I feel there are other words, especially that people dislike. Like people hate moist, slither, and I've never had issues with specific
Slither.
words. Yeah.
Slither in.
Slither in these pants. Yeah, you know.
What? hey, yo, dude. That's for the other content.
That's the other website. Sorry, my bad.
What a wiener.
No, I have no issues with wiener, and yes, you can clip that. There's no issues with wiener. There's no issue with slither. There's no issue with moist. I'm trying to think of other words. I don't know. Some people just hate certain words, and I've never understood it.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it is what it is.
When we were growing up, he was one of the people that couldn't pronounce R's. So it wasn't even the issue of like the standard Asian accent where the L's are R's. It was like he couldn't pronounce R's in general. So it's like burger.
Dude, I don't know why you're trying to bring this up. Check this out.
Yeah, hit it.
I'll prove you wrong.
Hit it.
Burger.
Okay, you're good. Yeah. It took 20 years.
Yeah. I used to call it burger.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, I don't know. I don't understand.
We clowned him for that for years. He was just one of those Asians. I was like, okay, great.
And like, I remember I called a balloon baroon. I was like, damn, dude. Now that I look back at it, I'm like, I don't know what to say. I was gonna say, man, that kid is. I was gonna
clown on yourself.
I was gonna clown myself. Like, wait a second, I should not say this.
I'm in the same boat. My speech impediment was that I couldn't say R's. Like carrot was like carrot.
Oh, jeez, really?
So like I got clowned.
Oh, it's like the
sure.
Wascally Wabbit.
Yeah.
Elmer
Fudd.
Fudd and Bugs Bunny. Oh my god, I love that guy, dude.
What happened to Bugs Bunny? I feel like we watched it so much.
Dude, we grew up, man.
I know. Do kids nowadays watch it?
Yeah, it's like Looney Tunes. I think. I don't know.
There's no way people still watch it, right?
Yeah, maybe it's on like the TV channels, but dude, honestly, no one watches TV anymore. It's all streaming now. Streaming in YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube content is huge, eh?
Yeah, and then like hopefully, Bros Park too. I'm just saying.
Come hang out with Bros Park.
Come hang out with us.
The idea for us being here is just to hang out with everybody that's going to be watching and listening. We just shoot the shit, chill, hang out, throw us on in the background, whatever. And just, if you got questions, you got topics you want us to talk about.
Let us know. It'd be fun. It'd be fun to hang out. Like I was never really into podcasting. Like I always thought like, oh man, podcast is lame. But every now and then I will put one on and it's like nice.
It's nice when you've got other things to do. I would never sit like do nothing. And just watch a podcast. That feels a little odd to me unless it was like information, like proper stuff.
And just to, counteract your point, I want you guys to, sit down and do nothing and watch us.
If you like this at all, we need you to sit down, turn out the lights, put a blanket over your head and just watch us because we did put in the effort to building this set.
Like if you see here, you can't see it on the camera, but this is a solid. Hold it. It's not stable. It's not stable.
Hold it.
This is, hopefully you can hear. This is a solid deal lamppost right here.
And there's nobody else on the team. It's us. There is nobody else here. We're like hoping sooner or later, like we grow, we help people out, they help us out. Great. But for right now, it's us. We're just making means with what we got.
Yeah, just two step bros having fun. Oh my god, that reminds me. Freaking like last weekend, I was texting you this earlier. Yep. Last weekend, I went to this like restaurant that I would never go to. It was like Ukrainian food of all things, right? I'm like, the heck? Like some buddies invited me and I was like, all right, fine. I haven't hung out with these guys in a while. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Ukrainian food slaps.
Yeah, you were saying you got like the whole platter and everything.
Yeah, dude. Had latkes, pierogies, some like stewed pork belly, sauerkraut, pickled onions, all that jazz. I'm like,
delicious.
It's pretty good. Huh. And the funniest thing is, in the bathroom at the urinals, there's a picture of Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia.
Yeah.
and like people could just pee on him. I was like, oh my god, this is actually hilarious, and it makes sense because I'm in a Ukrainian restaurant.
place,
I'm like,
yeah.
dude, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
It's so funny that certain places will do those things in their, place of business or anything else, because we live in a fairly Asian centric place.
Yeah,
obviously.
I would say so. Yeah.
Also, both of us being Asian, but I would never see that in like a Taiwanese beef noodle place.
Oh yeah.
You'd never see that in the
Yeah,
washroom.
yeah. No, never.
I don't know if like we're just like too respectful for that, or we just like we do our shit talking like behind their backs, like you're not in the open, you know? Like,
Yeah. You know what? Whenever you shit talk, you gotta go behind someone's back.
That's
It's
true.
better that way. It makes it more juicy. Makes it more juicy.
but when it comes up, when you get confronted with it, you have to say it to their face.
Oh yeah.
If not, like,
definitely.
you
You gotta double down.
Quadruple down, throw down with them in the moment.
True. And a little bit more, dude. After that Ukrainian restaurant, we went to this bar, and I'm not gonna lie, dude. Bars are a complete scam, man. Like this,
Man, I hate
like,
it.
the drinks there overrated, overpriced. It's like a waste of money. Like the amount we spent at the bar was probably like half of what we spent on food.
Yep.
Stupid. And the thing is, like, I felt like I went to this bar that was like what's it called? Condescending, or like the
Yeah, it
high,
was shishi. It was pretentious.
pretentious, high
yeah.
class, snooty.
Yeah.
Because like after all that food, it was like heavy, right? I don't want to drink whiskey, rum, all that,
No,
vodka.
you don't want anything on
I
the
wanted
rocks.
something fruity, right? So we were
Yeah.
sitting at like the bar stool or the lounge. I'm like, I asked the bartender, like, hey, like, do you have anything like fruity, like strawberry? And like he's like, actually, we don't have any strawberry here. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. Do you have like anything blueberry? He's like, no, we actually have like all our drinks are classy, and we have a house-made grenadine. I'm like,
Okay.
I was like, what? I'm like, dude, like, just give me something that's fruity, man. Like, I don't know what you want.
anything.
Like, why? He's like actually like flexing in front of me. I'm like, all right, give me that grenadine that you told me about. I'm
Yeah.
like, so do bars and like drink places, do they like look down on strawberry or like berries?
100%. I think they're just like, we want to be different.
Yeah.
And if you're not, then we don't want to serve you.
Well, it's just like, is it easy? Is it like cheap for them? Is it like looking down on their craft?
I don't know.
I love strawberries and blueberries, man.
We're here in Vancouver, and our food scene, and we've been told that we're a very sleepy, kind of pretentious city anyways, to be honest.
Yeah.
But I've never found that. I feel our food is probably better than any of our drinking culture here.
True. I think so, yeah.
But
yeah.
you see it the same with like craft beers.
Yeah.
Craft beers here are so pretentious.
Yep. Well, everybody does it. So like
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, like, for craft beers, like you gotta like upsell, you gotta oversell, you gotta market, brand yourself.
Yeah, you
So
have
they-
to be different.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, oh my god, our craft beer is the best. You guys gotta try it. We're like, okay, it just tastes like beer to me, man.
If you're not an IPA drinker or like craft beer that kind of tastes bad, but you love it for the fact that it's a beer,
Mm-hmm.
this is not the place to go beer hopping for you.
True.
Everywhere here is just like, you need the strongest, you need the shittiest, you need the darkest.
Mm.
I think now we're getting more into like sours and radlers, which is nice, but
What are rattlers?
they're like more fruity beers.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, they're
That,
great.
that's down my alley.
Yeah,
any
sweet.
strawberry ones?
Yeah, there's a if you want a good strawberry, we're not sponsored, go to Fruly. Frulies just taste like strawberry
Oh,
juice,
damn. Okay, I'll try that out.
but they're beer, which is nice.
Yo, I was actually watching like a TV show
Mhm.
one time. Oh no, it was a YouTube clip. I think it was like Master Chef or something.
Yeah.
And okay, they were serving a bunch of people, right? Food critics and everything. And one of the girls there was like, "Yeah, I'm actually from Vancouver, and I'm not gonna lie, I think one of our sushi is best in the world." I'm like, yeah, I was like, "What the hell? Pretentious."
Man,
Because
we
like,
are pretentious.
yeah, dude, like I went to Japan recently, and
Yeah.
oh my god, like I'm not gonna lie, the sushi there, what everybody says is true. It's so good.
It's good, but it's also expensive. Like
The sushi?
Yeah,
In
other
Japan?
than rotator and conveyor belt sushi, if you go to any place that you're actually ordering and sitting down, it's pretty expensive.
Oh, I was just eating
Yeah,
conveyor
you
belt
just
and
ate
convenience
conveyor
stores.
belt.
Dude, it was good for me, man. I don't have much of a palate.
And how did Nato go? We went
Oh my
we went separately, but we were there at the same time, so we did see each other. And he's never tried natto. I've been to Japan before, and we've tried natto the last time, but he hadn't.
Dude,
What did you
okay,
think?
okay. The thing is, for those who don't know, natto is like fermented soybeans.
Yep. Yep.
Oh my god, it was awful. Like everyone was like, from what I hear, the texture is whatever.
Yeah.
Like I didn't mind the texture, but the taste, it was awful, dude. Like it hurts your brain eating it. That's how noxious it is.
It's so strong, and you can't get it out of your mouth because of the texture, because it's so stringy and sticky,
Yeah.
that it just lingers.
Yeah.
And you sit there, and you finally think it's done, and then just a little bit more is on your tooth or like whatever.
Yeah, it was awful,
is.
man. It was money, so not well spent. That's what I would say.
Did you do the whole chicken sashimi thing?
Oh yeah, I did.
Nice.
Yeah,
What
it's
did you
not-
think of it?
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Would I do it again? Not really.
It wasn't like worth, oh my God, this is the favorite thing.
No. I went to like some all you can eat place and I had it. I was like,
Nice.
great.
I had horse sashimi too.
Horse, eh?
Yeah, it was pretty good. It is kind of just like beef.
There's like a huge stigma against that, right?
There's a lot of stigma around a lot of different animals. Like they do. They did the whole, dolphin and whale meat sometimes as well.
Damn.
I'm not the most ethically on that side.
Wonder what that tastes like. Fishy?
Yeah, I think fatty because it's
Oh,
got to
yeah.
be all the blubber.
All the
right?
blubber, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
But it's like all the dog meat that's also not rampant because I feel people use that as an exaggeration in Chinese markets.
Yeah, definitely.
But it is there. You can
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it.
I guess because we're Asian, we're just more open to trying new things.
Yeah. Yeah. I've had snake soup. I think I might have tried monkey brain at a certain
Oh,
point.
Jesus.
Maybe.
What the heck?
I don't know. We were in China when we were younger, so I didn't even know what I was being.
Yeah,
fed.
I like how when you're a kid, your parents can and
Yeah.
will probably just feed you random stuff. And you're like, oh, this tastes pretty good.
But also, you get fed things that aren't what they tell you in the opposite way, like monkey brains. I don't know if it was actually monkey brains. It could have just been anything, and they're
Oh,
like,
true.
"Oh yeah, you're eating."
Oh, they're
brains."
just
It's like-
messing with you?
Yeah, they're just
Oh
like
my
screwing
God.
with you.
Just mess with your kid and
Yeah,
like,
you go to school and you're like, "I had monkey brains." They're like, "No, you didn't," and you're like, "No, I swear, my parents told me."
yeah, I don't know, man.
I feel like I eat tripe fairly regularly, and even in our city, people don't like the idea of tripe.
What is that, like the stomach lining? and all
Yeah,
that?
the stomach lining
Oh,
and
the white stuff.
pho
And pho. Oh, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. That stuff
And
is
dim sum
good.
and stuff.
That stuff is good.
It's so good.
Mhm,
And people now still are like, no, stomach lining.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's got
Just
that
eat
nice texture.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, all this food stuff is making me hungry too.
I know.
Yeah.
We started this and we're both sitting here hearing our stomachs rumble over the mics. And oh my God, we were starving. We still haven't eaten, so we're trying to figure that out. But we're probably just going to order something, I guess.
Yeah, definitely after this, I'm so hungry. But anyways, enough about food. A little bit more about us.
Yeah.
Step Brothers, all that jazz.
Yeah.
We grew up playing baseball of
Yeah, I
all
think
things.
20 years now almost that we've been. like, in
I
family
stopped.
together.
I stopped. I
Yeah,
stopped.
you stopped. I mean, we've been stepbrothers for about 20 years, I think. And then we played ball for probably like 15 years of that.
Yeah,
something like
geez,
that.
20 years. Oh my God.
Yeah, something like that.
Whoa.
We never went to the same school, nothing like that. But we did spend most of our time because we did extracurriculars together.
Yeah.
A lot of the same friends and all that stuff.
We just gamed, honestly.
Yeah, we did
gamed.
just game. Yeah. Monster Hunter.
Okay, for those of you who don't know what Monster Hunter is,
Yeah.
you hunt monsters.
It's not the most self-explanatory, but it's close.
It's so addicting, so fun though.
And as of this being filmed, the new one's coming out, I think, in a month.
Ooh,
Monster
really?
Hunter Wilds.
Yeah.
And it's their first big one since like a couple years now, whenever Rise was.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I totally forgot about that. I never played that one, but
Yeah. So we have made content together before, which includes streaming and video content. Monster Hunter was one of those games that we grew up on. That was
True,
on road
yes.
trips. We
Mm.
played for thousands of hours. We played hundreds of hours on the computer.
You look at the game save file, 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
between our PSPs, we had over 6,000 or 7,000 hours of Monster Hunter between the two of us.
Yeah. Nowadays, kids have their brain rot. We had video games.
Monster Hunter, dude.
Yeah.
Ratchet and Clank, Monster Hunter, Jax and Daxter.
Mm-hmm. Good times. Spyro,
Yes,
Crash
Spyro,
Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot.
Ooh, nostalgia, man.
Mm.
Yeah.
With the trips for ball, though, we played the video games and we grew up playing ball together. I guess most of the time people will shit on us for this, but it is, I guess, fast pitch. It's not hard like baseball.
Yeah, it's basically softball. That's what people call it.
It's women's softball.
Yeah.
With full windmill windup, but not like slow pitch beer league, I guess.
Yeah.
So that is the thing that we grew up playing, and it was good. I mean, I'm still kind of playing, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Every now and then, there's like a men's league that you play in. Yeah. Me, I just work.
Yeah, you just quit.
I just work.
I'm working too
Hit
much.
the gym sometimes. That's about it.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, ouch, man.
This guy, before we were done setting this up, we set this up before recording this episode, and he's like, "I'm so tired. I need a 20-minute nap." I was like, "You have been up for 3 hours, maybe, at this point." And he says, "I don't care. I need a nap." Okay, we go downstairs to get a bite because I haven't eaten yet, and he's like, "I'm not gonna take a nap." Oh, okay. What are you gonna do? 1 second. And he just runs to the car, brings out his huge thing of pre-workout, and I hear him breathing off to the side. He's like, and he just dry scoops pre-workout.
Just dry scooped a full scoop of pre-workout in my mouth, and I'm ready to go, man.
Yeah,
I'm like zooted out of my skull right now.
Instantly, he was like, "Let's go outside. We got to go do this thing outside right now. And we're going to go check that out." And then like he's on a phone call. He thinks he's off the call, handled it perfectly, and he's like, "I'm fucking, oh shit." And he hangs up the phone because he's still zooted out of his mind.
I was like on a phone call with somebody, and then like afterwards, I wanted to say like, "I'm fucking, let's go." And then like I was still on call with that person. They were probably like, "What the heck?"
He's like, "I feel it in my ears, dude." Like, I'm going.
Okay. Context. Right. I have not taken pre-workout in months, so like I just needed that nice pick me up. You know what I'm saying?
I've never taken pre-workout. Honestly, I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, it's just caffeine, man.
It's just an energy buzz from what I hear.
Yeah.
Or like I have a sensitive stomach. I feel like it's gonna screw that up because you always talk about how your stomach goes as well when you have it on an empty stomach, especially.
Yep, that's true. It has its perks. It has its drawbacks. I'm probably not gonna sleep tonight.
Don't you work tomorrow?
Yeah, dude. I work my 9 to 5 office job.
Stop
tomorrow.
Bringing up your 9 to 5 as
love
if it's
it.
this big deal.
Love it.
Most people work a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I've been working that since high school, university.
Yeah.
Probably like that.
Yeah, because you were in restaurant before that.
Yeah, dude. I worked at a fish and chips place. Good times.
On the wharf too.
Yeah. Where I work, there's a floating restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
Fish and chips, dude. That was my very first job in high school. I'm not gonna lie, I hate fish and chips now. I cannot eat it.
You can't get the smell out when you're dude, like around it
because it's all deep fried. I have like I had oil stench in my hair, in my face, and like it clogs your pores too. It was so gross. Like at most, I can have fish and chips like once a year. After that, I'm like,
I remember going there because it was a local restaurant like in the neighborhood, and we went. And it was so fucking expensive.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah. Because it's also a tourist trap too.
Yeah, floating restaurant, like all these things. But I don't need 2 pieces of cod fish and chips for $19.50 or something.
$19.50 Canadian, man.
In high school.
Right? Yeah. I'm like, who is affording this stuff? It makes no sense.
Oh, it was so bad.
And then we would charge extra for tartar sauce.
I hated it.
It was stupid.
I remember
the tartar sauce was good though.
It was good. I remember going there.
It was stupid though.
And you being like, "I'll have to sneak you these because we like charge for this." You charge for tartar sauce?
Yeah, dude.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. I did hook up with my friends whenever I saw them.
100%.
Like I would make their fries into poutines. Cheese curd, gravy. I gave them the works.
Did you have buddies that were in I guess restaurants or cafes that you would go to and they would hook you up? Or was
Yeah,
it,
dude.
okay.
The one time, like in high school, I was at a party, right, and I just met this dude. We just hit off. We're like we never saw each other afterwards until I went to Starbucks and he was working there. He saw me. He's like, "Oh, yo, man." I'm like, "Hey, what's?" I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, he just comes up to me. He like just leaves the till in the middle of a customer. Leaves to me. Comes over. He's like, "Hey, what do you want?" I'm like, because I was not expecting anything. I'm like, "Yeah, dude." Like, I was gonna just get a frappuccino. He's like, "All right, I got you." Freaking ignores everybody. Makes a strawberry and cream frappuccino, the biggest size.
There's the strawberries again.
I love strawberry.
Yeah.
Comes over to me, gives it to me. He's like, "Have a good day, man." I'm like, "Oh my god, dude!" Everybody just looked at me. I'm like, I walked out. I was like, "Oh Jesus."
People that
It's
work
good time.
in those places, they don't care.
Yeah,
I've
true.
met people once, like you just said, like one time, and then they're like, "Meh, here you go. Here's all the free stuff you could want." Okay, I don't even know you, and you're giving me this.
I think that's a good sign of a character. When you're willing,
Sure,
when you're willing to shell out your company's profits to help a buddy out. My man.
I respect that.
Yeah. What was your first job?
What was my? I mean, we did the whole pitching thing with ball. So
Oh yeah, you were teaching kids how to pitch.
Yeah, so we did that, and that was fine. It was just, the older kids would teach.
Oh yeah, this guy's a pitcher, by the way.
Yes. The older kids would teach the kids that are, a year or two or whatever younger how to pitch or how to play ball, and you would get, paid a little bit of money, but like it wasn't anything crazy.
Oh yeah.
I think my first real job, I worked in aluminum awning factory.
That's weirdly specific.
Yeah.
Okay.
They would make the aluminum awnings above like porches that would need to get shipped out and everything. So I would be in there packaging, throwing down the shipping labels, cutting them to size, and then getting them onto a
Damn,
truck.
you had like a man's job.
Yeah, I think I was 16, 17.
Damn.
Yeah. And that was actually through ball as well. Because
Oh,
the person who owned or worked or was high up at the factory or whatever else was like, "Hey, we need workers. Do you want a job?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure. I guess. Like, I need money. I'm 16."
It's just like he's just driving around and there's a bunch of people just hanging out. "Hey, got work. You guys want to work?"
Get in the back of the truck. Like, let's go.
My man. Oh my god.
I think after ball, I don't know if we've done anything together since then. Like extracurricular activity wise.
Nah, man. Yeah. Well, the thing is, as you grow older, it's just like you don't have much time for a lot of things. And when you have the time, you're like, I just want to do nothing at home.
The 9 to 5 training.
You know it. You know it.
But here we are. We got Bros Park up and running.
Yes.
Hopefully we can keep doing this.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, we're committed with the backdrop. Oh no, sorry, no. We're in an actual park filming
committed
this.
with the travel cost to get to the park.
Exactly, man. It looks beautiful. Does it not look beautiful?
This looks beautiful.
We actually
yeah.
just finished setting up our setup in this park.
Yeah, traveling to the park and getting everything
20
going.
minutes before we started filming, really. Seriously, we just set up. We finished setup and we're good.
Zooted out of his skull on pre-workout.
Exactly. Right afterwards, I'm like, let's go. Let's do this. Jump into
laps just around the park.
it. Cardio's not my thing.
You were done after 10 minutes?
Yeah,
Okay,
dude.
great.
I did like a 5K run last year, and like that was the worst thing ever.
People when they hit 30 just want to run a marathon for some weird reason.
Dude. I'm not
And
there
we're
yet.
not there yet, but I have a bunch of friends that are like, I'm running half marathons, prepping for a regular one. Why? What possesses you to all of a sudden want to do that?
You know, you want to be healthy, and also it's kind of like a test. You want to test yourself. You want to push. You want to do it, man. Push it to the limit.
Yeah, I'll push it to the limit.
Oh, sorry, it
while
was a
lifting.
10K I did. Yeah, 5K is whatever.
Yeah, 5K is fine. Push to the limit, lifting weight. I just don't understand why everybody I know is all of a sudden just running.
It's true, yeah. All my friends, I remember seeing like on like Instagram, everyone is in running clubs, which is basically a
It's just
it's a walking Tinder.
yeah, it's a dating club, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I remember the
100%.
running clubs were literally just like people would beat each other and just chat and like
and then beat each other.
What?
Yeah. It is a walking dating club, and I don't know also why that became a thing.
I don't know, just people want to be active and fit and also want to, meet other people. I find that's hard to do nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Also in our city, we have been called a very lonely city. Actually, there's one TikToker who's saying that they moved here to Vancouver, and their whole thing is just, I live in Vancouver and I have no friends. Here's 30 activities that I'm trying to do to make friends.
Oh,
they
right
just do
on.
one activity a day, and if they don't, it's fine. They don't make any friends, and that's cool. And I'm like, how many lonely people can you have in the city that are trying to make friends that then don't make friends?
True.
At a certain point, like, either lower your standards, which kind of sucks, to be honest with you. Sure, I get that.
The standard for a friend
yeah,
is too high.
but if everybody is lonely, I don't understand how you couldn't at least make one friend.
True. And
You
also,
know?
like, you got to put it in the effort, too.
You
It's
gotta,
like
you gotta
dating.
try.
Yeah, it's literally dating
Yeah.
for friends.
Any relationship, you need to put in effort.
Yeah.
And one-sided relationships don't work, and that's why you should stop making me come to your house every single time, and you should actually make the effort to come out my way.
No, dude. Screw that, man. I'm lazy.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah. I guess you don't complain about being lonely though, so there is that side of it.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair. All right. Not lonely. Shut up.
You're not lonely.
Shut up, man. Okay, dude.
Yeah.
Would you rather be lonely
Okay.
or would you rather be so popular that you have you always have something planned? You never have time for yourself.
Okay.
Like you have loneliness,
Yeah.
but you have all the time in the world just to do whatever you want, or you're constantly popular, always making plans.
Lonely. Do I feel bad about being lonely? Like, is it like depressive lonely,
Ooh.
or is it like I'm okay, like how I would be like?
Ooh.
I guess
Okay,
now,
fine.
You know?
You're happy being lonely and doing your own thing,
Yeah.
and you're also happy,
Being busy.
being the most like a busy bee,
Social butterfly, got it.
exactly.
I'm gonna go with lonely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that I'd rather take no plans over only plans. You know,
I
I
think
want time.
I think it really depends on if you're introverted, extroverted. What was it? Your ENTP. What is that?
ENTJ, INTJ, Myers-Briggs personality test.
Oh my god! I remember when I was on the dating scene. That's what every girl would ask.
Uh-huh.
Hey, what's your sign? I'm like,
Do you know yours?
I don't know.
Do you know your Myers-Briggs?
No.
Okay.
They would always make me take these tests, and I'd be like, oh, okay. I say this. I guess I'm an INT whatever,
Yeah.
and they're like, okay, awesome. Ghosted. Like, oh, ouch.
It's like red flag.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh.
I think I took psychology in school, so we had to do a bunch of those. I forget the other ones, not just Myers-Briggs, but personality quizzes and tests all throughout the time at university. I think I was INTJ. But if I remember correctly, it was so close on one of them that it could have swung either way. Kind of like Harry Potter being in Gryffindor or Slytherin.
Ooh, true.
And they were like, you could be this. You could not be. You could be the other one too. I'm like, that doesn't help me.
Yeah, but then the plot required him to be in Gryffindor.
The plot did require him to
Oh,
be in
that
Gryffindor.
reminds me. There's this girl that I used to see.
Yeah. Okay.
I told you about this before,
Yeah,
right?
when you were on the dating scene. Yeah.
On the dating scene.
Yeah.
Okay, makes me. Okay, I don't always go on dates. Okay, jeez, I just now that I realize it, and now I'm saying it.
He's not always on the dating scene.
Yeah.
But when he is.
Okay, but the thing is, she on the second date, she hit me up with yeah, sometimes I'll write Harry Potter fan fictions. I was like, what? And I didn't really understand. She's like, yeah, love stories that she just creates
Love stories.
out of the plot. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay. She's like, they're of age. I grow them up though. She ages them. I'm like, okay, interesting.
Crazy thing.
Yeah, and then I was like, because I'm trying to show interest. I'm like, oh yeah, do you mind if I read those one of those days? And she's like, no. I'm like, what is going on with this girl?
I think for most people, they're just embarrassed.
Yeah, I'm like, thank you for sharing this with me, but this is
Yeah.
a little sus now.
I don't see why she would bring it up to you if she was then gonna be embarrassed.
Right? Like
That's the weird part
What was
to
the
me.
point of bringing it up to me
Yeah,
if you're not gonna share?
yeah,
Right?
100%.
Maybe she just like she was trying to be honest, but then she's like, "Oh, that's a little too much." Maybe I'm like,
She backtracked. She backtracked
yeah.
on it. I don't. If you brought it up to me, I don't know what you'd expect my answer to be, other than, "Oh, that's cool." You're on a date. Like, you're not gonna be like, "That's weird."
Yeah.
Like, no. You
I
say,
would.
"Okay, cool."
I'm not gonna be like, "Oh, disgusting." Walk away.
Yeah, spit in her face, walk away. No, you're gonna show interest.
Ugh, how atrocious.
Did she not expect you to be? Hey, can I read that?
Yeah. Right.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe she was into like being shit on,
What?
not physically.
Wait. Where did this come from? Oh my god.
Because maybe she expected you to be like, "Oh, that's disgusting," and she's like, "Yeah."
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm not into those type of people though.
Oh, okay. That's what
okay,
you're.
okay, if she did that, I would be like, okay, nice to know you.
And then you walk away. Yeah.
Because I'm that type of person. No one
Yeah,
gets
yeah.
to be that type of person.
Yeah, yeah. You
That's
can't
me.
have two types of people like that
exactly,
in a relationship.
Exactly.
You got some bracelets on there, buddy.
What do you
I've
mean?
never seen you wear any jewelry before,
What?
especially at a park. We were gonna like
I-
throw
I-
a frisbee
I
later
want,
or
I
something.
wanted to
What
look
do you-
good. I wanted to look good for the thing.
Is that a ring you got on there too? buddy?
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
got this ring when in Japan.
Did you get it? Who got it for you?
I got it for myself.
No, you
No,
didn't.
I'm just
Don't
kidding.
lie.
I'm trying to look cool.
Yeah.
My I went to Japan with a buddy
Mhm.
from elementary school because
Nice.
we were still tight.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday in Japan. He's like, "Yo, I'm gonna get this for you." Oh, we already were making rings.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yo, man, I'll pay for that." I'm like, "No, dude, it's weird because then it's like
Then
you
I
got me
bought you a ring.
you
Yeah,
got
yeah.
you bought me this ring." He's like,
Yeah.
"I already covered the bill." I'm like,
You
"Great."
covered the
I
bill.
was like, "Great, man." Now, basically, every time I look at this ring, I have to think of him because
Yeah.
like he got me this ring. I'm like, "This is so bad."
No, that's what true friends do.
True,
You
true,
Just buy
true.
each other rings.
he's
right?
like, "Now you think of me every time you see this ring." I'm like, "Damn it,
Yes, you're
damn
not
it,
wrong.
I do."
At least he's good at giving gifts because it was something that you were gonna get anyways.
Yeah, true.
This guy, every year we have Christmas. We're not religious and celebrating it, but we do the whole gift giving and family get together, of course. For some reason, we have other brothers, we have other stepbrothers, we have the rest of the family.
Mm-hmm.
And this started years ago. All of a sudden, it comes to opening present time.
I'm the
and-
best.
No.
At wrapping
he's
presents,
the
by the
worst.
way.
This is the whole point of it. He's the worst. Because he shows up and he's like, wait, I forgot Colin's present upstairs. I was like, okay, sure. He goes upstairs and he's like, I didn't wrap it, but here it is. And what he had done is he had grabbed a tissue box, stuffed his hand all the way in, ripped all the tissues out, and just put it on his nightstand for whatever reason, and then shoved the PS3 game or whatever it was into the box and handed it to me and said, I put in a lot of work into this. I said, no, you didn't. But since then, every year it's the same shit. He one year took the wrapping paper off one of his presents, went upstairs, put my gift in the wrapping paper he just ripped off, and handed it to me and said, this is for you, buddy.
One time, I took a Christmas card I got from the grandparents. I wrote to Colin.
Yeah, like just scribbled out the line of to Jeffrey and just put Colin underneath. Replace grandma and grandpa, put Jeffrey there.
I don't know why. It just became a huge meme.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I put in a lot of effort for all that low effort.
Sure, yes. Now it's become a thing that you have to think of what the next meme is, what the next joke is. But man, the first time you did it, I was like, that's funny. Ever since then,
It's like,
God, you're annoying.
I'm not that annoying, okay? Not that annoying.
Uh-huh, sure.
Maybe that's why I'm lonely.
You're not part of the dating scene anymore, though.
True. No, I'm not.
No, you're not?
Nope.
No? Yeah.
Nope. I have a loving girlfriend
Why are you so weird about it?
who may or may not be watching
Yeah,
this and may or may not like that I
Yeah.
keep referencing people that I dated in the past.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I was like, oh
We
crap.
got there. We got there.
Oh Jesus. Oh man. Oh oops. All right.
It's all right. It happens.
Changing the subject now. Changing the subject.
Actually, last night we ended up at the same restaurant, just different locations.
True. Oh my God, you're right.
Yeah. And it's probably been my favorite place to eat recently.
Yeah. It's this place called Big Way
Yeah.
Hot Pot. It's like really like super popular in Vancouver. What it is like
It's an individual bowl, pay by weight hot pot. So it's not the whole bring it over with the cart and the happy lamb style where everybody shares the meats or anything like that. It's just a cafeteria style, pull off the
they have
Shelf.
all these ingredients and toppings. You just like, okay, I'm gonna put it into a bowl, and they weigh what is in that bowl, and you just pay for what you ordered.
I think
Basically,
it's 39 Canadian per kilo of the ingredients. So it's not a bad deal. I think you usually only get $20,
Yeah.
$22.
if I'm
It's
trying to
pretty
like be
good.
stingy, I'll go like $15.
Yeah. And the best part is no matter how much you get free ice cream.
Yeah,
Doesn't
oh my
matter. You
God,
can get a $5 bowl.
the ice cream is so good at the end. I had vanilla last night. What'd you have?
Matcha green tea.
Ooh, yeah. Like, they literally like, hey, do you want ice cream at the end? I'm like, yes. And then once I'm done, hey, can I get some more ice cream? The guy just looks at me. He's like, really? I'm like, yeah.
There's a place. One of the locations is 4 doors down from one of their other locations. Like it's very popular. And they ran out of ice cream one time at the location that we had eaten at. We went to the staff and we said, hey, can we get ice cream? They said, no, we're out. But you can just go to the location just down
Yeah.
down the road. At that point, I feel like we could just walk into any location now and just say, yeah, they were out at the other one that's 40 minutes away. And they'll be like, whatever, like just
Yeah,
take your ice cream.
Exactly. They're not going to be like, are you sure about that, sir?
Show us your receipt.
Yeah.
Nobody gets receipts.
No.
there.
It's just
No.
ice cream at the end.
It's just free,
Free
ice cream.
ice cream at that point,
With
man.
different flavors every
Yeah.
single time. Sometimes it's strawberry. That was the one that we got from the other
Oh my God,
place.
the strawberry was so good.
There's sweet cream. There's vanilla, milk tea, chocolate, and matcha. Those are the ones. I
Okay,
like.
how did we get back to talking about food?
I did. We're so hungry,
Oh my
dude.
God, dude. I just realized this.
Okay. So, Bros Park, we're here. We're chilling. We're trying to figure out what we're going to end up doing in the long run. I think most of the time we're just going to be chilling and shooting the shit and hanging out. We're going to try to have some, I guess, segments. I don't know how you would word it, but kind of loose segments
Yeah.
around and just trying to keep it together in a structure, kind of.
Yeah, and then we're also going to hit you up with some facts every now and then.
Yeah, anything
That could be wrong.
That could be wrong.
Don't fact-
We don't have a fact check,
Don't
just
fact
like
check
Meta.
us.
If you have anything that you want us to talk about or any segments that you'd love to see, whether it be media or, memes or information and topics you just want to talk about, just
Dude.
let us know.
Biggest topic, man.
Yeah.
Donald Trump is president now. Like, that's crazy.
Donald Trump is president for the second time. I think he's the 45th and 47th president.
It was
I think.
huge. It was huge. Like, at work, like, we had the big work meeting with, like, the whole company.
He's in finance, by
yeah,
the way. Just
I'm in
general.
finance, and I was just watching the inauguration stream. There was so many memes that came out of it. I love it. Like, Melania's, like, weird mafia outfit.
Yep.
Did you see that?
Yep. Actually, our Canadian hero, Wayne Gretzky, was at the inauguration.
What?
Yeah, he was just there, chilling.
Oh,
Yeah.
good. Good for him.
with the other celebrities.
I saw like the Paul brothers, Logan and Jake Paul,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Conor McGregor were
I
there
think
too.
Mike
Like,
Tyson, like all of
like,
those guys were
what?
there.
That's such a weird crowd to be there for.
Yeah, but Donald Trump, I mean, from what was it, the internship or whatever?
Apprenticeship.
Apprenticeship.
The apprentice.
Yeah. So I mean, he's always running those circles too, I guess.
True. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. Oh my God.
So that's, for example, a topic that can be brought up, and
And the crazy thing is, during all this time, and it's still ongoing, the LA fires are still happening.
LA fires are still happening. Actually, in the content creation sphere, I think Ludwig, who's a YouTuber, and part of the podcast called The Yard,
Mm-hmm.
I think they did like a rock stream where they just played Rock Band, and they were taking
that's-
all the donations to give to the wildfires.
Oh, nice.
But they had challenges. So it was like, singing. Like they had all four, like bass, guitar, drums, and singing for Rock Band.
I love Rock Band.
And they were like, but now sing while you have an electroshock collar on you. We're like getting waxed. And I think BB No Money showed up, and Young Gravy, and a couple other people showed up too.
Wow.
And I was like, that's nice. It's good to like have the relief for the LA wildfires.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Minus the shock collar.
Yeah.
I don't want to do
Or
that.
2 shock collars, because why not?
What? What? Hey, yo, what?
That being said, the one thing about being up in Canada, Alberta and part of BC, 2 of our provinces, are on fire every summer.
Yeah, dude. It's
For the
always like that.
Every summer for the past probably decade or something, if I remember correctly. All I hear from American friends is like, man, can you guys stop being on fire? You're ruining our air quality. We're on fire, bro. Like, give us some leeway here. We're trying to put it out. Can you imagine if we went to the States and we're like, wow, your air quality's so shit. Maybe you should just not be on fire. Like, come on.
Yep. I feel like, I don't know, like, it's all that like dry brush at the underneath the trees, right? That's what's causing it. And also people smoking,
Yep.
taking out their butts and just throwing it away. And also, the whole gender reveal parties. I remember
God,
seeing
yeah.
a video where they some people just had like an explosion out in the field,
Mhm.
starts a fire.
Yep.
Like hundreds of thousands, if not millions of damage, just because they wanted to,
Gender
oh, it's a
reveal
boy, it's a girl. Like, what? Guys,
party. Yeah. You could do something not with explosives.
exactly. It makes no sense to me.
I do find it funny that this generation was so on the outs with smoking. We were like, no smoking, bad, don't do it. But if you make it tasty, we'll do it again.
Oh, like
With
like
vaping?
vaping,
Yeah.
like
It's
e-cigs and all
so
that.
crazy, dude.
I watched like a documentary. Like,
Mhm.
it's worse than smoking, right?
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't test the long-term effects, so we're only really seeing the long-term effects now. It doesn't seem very beneficial to swap from cigarettes to smoking
Like,
or
I feel
to
like
vaping.
I feel like inhaling anything is bad for you.
Yeah, except air.
Yeah,
Like good air.
that good stuff.
Good
But the thing is,
kush.
like, it does smell pretty good. Does smell really good.
Okay, sure. Are
I've
you
never
gonna
d-
go into Bath and Body Works and just start huffing candles too?
No, I've never done that before.
If you go to Sephora, back in the day, they had a marshmallow glittered sex powder.
Oh, the sex glitter.
See,
No, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking
they
about?
discontinued it, and this guy showed me because we were kids, funny enough, going into Sephora, and he was like, "Come here," and I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "You're hungry?" I'm like, "I'm not sure. Like, I guess so." And he grabs his pillow and puts it on you, and it's just like sparkle dust glitter. He's like, "Lick it." I'm like, "That seems toxic," and he's lick it, and he licks himself, and I'm like, "Okay, sure, I'll do it if you're gonna do it." And it just tasted like marshmallow, and it was meant for like sex
to
for you
do the
lick
deed,
it off,
man.
and it was delicious. I remember we went in there every single time we were in the mall, and then they discontinued it, and we no longer could eat the
Two
sex
kids
powder.
going there. Yeah, I know. That's probably why, man. It's so weird. Now I look at it back in the day, I'm like, holy crap, that's actually really bad.
It's also the fact that it was just on the shelves. You could just do whatever you want.
And the
with
fact that
it.
it was probably discontinued was meant like you shouldn't have eaten it.
Or there just wasn't enough. We were the only customer base, and we were just getting it for free. As
Yeah,
well.
because I remember I got it for like a friend back in high school, just as a gag gift, and ever
Okay.
since I'm like, I need it, I want it. There's probably nicotine in it. That's why it's so addictive.
I remember getting a lot of those gag gifts, like to give to people in high school. And now I think back to it, I'm like, I don't think that we should have been able to get those gag
Right?
gifts.
That
in
makes
high
no
school.
sense.
Seems kind of crazy. I remember getting candy bikinis for friends, or like getting given candy underwear and stuff. And I just like, I don't think that you should necessarily have those.
Money's money, man.
That's true.
Money
That's
makes it
true.
go round.
$20 is $20.
$20, my man.
Yeah, that's all it takes. And
What'd you do for $20?
don't ask me that.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
I know that you would start a Step Brothers OnlyFans
Just saying.
for less money.
There's another avenue
Okay, yeah. No.
that this
That'll be
podcast
it.
could lead to.
I'm good if you have another stepbrother that you think that will work with.
Sadly, only one. Sadly, only one.
Only one. But yes, for being in Vancouver, our Asian population is very, very high. I think 60% or something East Asian.
Mm-hmm.
Both of us grew up East Asian. We're so bad at it. Neither one of us played the piano. Neither one of us played the violin. I don't speak any Chinese. You barely speak Chinese.
Yeah, I speak Chinese at like a preschool level, honestly.
Your Mandarin is awful.
Yeah, I could understand a little bit of it. Actually, the majority of it. I just can't speak it. I can't I know what I want to say. It just can't come out. Like I speak it in English. I'm trying to translate my head to like Mandarin and I just can't do it.
So English is the only language you know. I guess you kind of know Spanish.
I took Spanish in high school.
Are you better at Spanish or Mandarin?
¿Cómo estás?
No, shut up.
¿Cómo estás, mi amigo?
Answer me. Are you better at... You can say that in Mandarin too. That doesn't answer the question.
Dude, my Spanish is good.
Okay, are you better at Spanish or Mandarin?
Tango hombre. You know what that is? You know what that means? You don't even know what that means. I know what it means.
If I know what that means.
I have hunger.
Okay, great.
I'm hungry.
I know you do. Yeah, I know you have hunger. Now tell me, Mandarin or Spanish?
English or Spanish?
Okay, English. Got it. Yeah.
No. I go Mandarin.
You go Mandarin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know. Yeah.
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 I learned some French in high school because you can pick between the two. It's gone. I don't.
Yeah, you gotta stay consistent with it, or you lose it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. English is just too easy.
Yeah, because you're speaking it all the time. Being consistent with this guy, we have our camera set up, and our camera has to do a couple like clicks and a couple settings to change to actually get to the point of being able to use it. I think we used it 2 weeks ago. And even then, he's like, how do you get this setting? It's not my camera. It's his camera. He's been using it for years now. He's like, I don't remember how to do it. I got to look it up on YouTube again. Same thing today. I'm like, here's how you do it. He's like, how do you remember this? We did this 2 weeks ago, dude. 2 weeks ago.
Dude, if you don't use it, you lose it. That's my motto, man.
This guy streamed. He was a decent streamer and had a decent following with like, what was it, Clash Royale?
Clash Royale, man. 1.7K followers
on Twitch. Yeah. He had good YouTube content going with it. I don't understand how you did that if you can't remember something that happened 2 weeks ago.
Stroke of luck, man.
Okay, great. Yeah. You were funny enough.
Yeah, dude.
And he was also the most family-friendly guy.
I am family friendly.
You're not. I've met you in real life. I know you.
You don't know me.
Life. I know you. You're not family-friendly.
What do you mean, man?
You're just a lonely dude.
Stop. Okay, I'm not. Okay, I don't want to push this narrative that I'm lonely. Okay.
Oh, you don't want to push the narrative about lonely, huh? Yeah, Mister. I'm gonna try to get them to say this and this about you.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. I'm not lonely because I have you guys.
Yes, we have you, and I think at this point in time, we gotta sign off for the day.
Yep. I would say so.
Thank you for joining us on our inaugural episode.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, you like
well,
that?
I like what
Yeah,
you did there.
like
I like what you did there.
Thank you for joining us on the first episode of Bros Park. Here we are at the beautiful park.
The beautiful Bros Park.
The beautiful Bros Park. Can you spell it this time? We did a test run and this guy couldn't even spell beautiful.
B-E... Wait, is this American or Canadian?
That question alone can tell you everything you need to know.
B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L.
Okay, great.
B-E-A-Beautiful Park.
Great. Thank you for another beautiful day at the park, and hopefully we'll catch you on the next one. See you.
Take care, guys.